another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host of Vegetable Bread, and today we're going to be starting off with an Ascension 20 Silent. Back from vacation, got a tan. Apparently we lost our last Silent run in Act 1. How's it going, Burn Face? Cat's real mean. She's yelling at nobody. She's looking at the TV. Not sure what that's all about. We got a Neow's Lament available. No snipe path. Oh wait, there is a snipe path. We should go here. Snipe this fool. Well, our early options sort of like funnel down into one of these two elites. So if we have to do one of those, it makes sense to do that. Yeah. Sorry to leave on you. I communicated very poorly that I was going on vacation. I like literally mentioned it like once on stream. I was like, oh yeah, by the way, no streams are Monday through Wednesday next week. But then I came back, so now it's all fine, right? I do feel kind of bad for abandoning a little stream community I'm trying to build. Hey, Coconut, come here. Obviously, the cat is also mad because we left for a couple days. Okay, I think we're going to go for the snipe, and we're going to hunt this guy, and then hopefully get this guy and that guy as well. Now, it's actually possible that we snipe both of these. Oh wait, no, that's not possible. There's two fights. Okay, so we snipe this guy. This is our first real elite. And then this could actually still be an easy pool fight. So we're going to get 2 guaranteed fights here. As long as we get through 3 question marks with no fights, this is still easy pool. Then we've only got 1 hard pool fight in Act, and then an elite. Seems like a pretty good way to do Act 1 as a silent. We do have to go through an early shop, which is not ideal. Sure. Throw an extra defend in there, why not? Ooh, floor 1 Noxious Fumes. Noxious Fumes is a little bit scary to start off with, normally because of Gremlin Knob, but since this time we'll have like a bunch more resources by the time we fight our first real elite, I feel pretty comfortable taking Noxious Fumes here. Alright, well I'm definitely not giving up Noxious Fumes. Kind of sucks to give up the 61 gold because we are about to go to a shop where that 61 gold is going to be pretty useful. Although not tremendously useful, it's still a pretty cheap relic. Yeah, it's hard to imagine the 111 gold being amazing, but it's possible there's like a burst or a catalyst or a corpse explosion or something like that that we like really, really want. So I think we're going to try and save the gold, which means we have to give it the attack potion. Attack potions are a pretty big deal. Attack potions are great. Really helpful at getting through early elites as silent. But, you know, we have Neow's Lament, so we should be able to get through 3 already. So I guess I'll give it up. Okay, we're a mega silent now. We tried 9 cards on turn 1. Very well. Alright, none of those cool cards I was talking about are here. Terror doesn't line up very well with our Noxious Fumes, although it doesn't necessarily need to. I could see just grabbing Predator here. Card remove, also an option. Yeah, I think Predator is probably too good to ignore, right? The most efficient ways to spend the money are Predator, Terror, Trip, or card remove, or I guess Infinite Blades, if for some reason we were into that. Trip is pretty much just a worse Terror most of the time. Because you don't really want to draw a Trip twice. I'm happy to pay 1 to like vulnerable for them for the rest of the fight and not have to think about it anymore. Plus with the Noxious Fumes, we are going to be able to get rid of artifact charges, so Terror is going to land even on like bosses. But the problem is it just currently doesn't really do anything. Look, it's Hexaghost, so if it lands, it sticks. It's not Slime Boss. I think I prefer Predator. Predator's just really nice. Why take a card that combos with damage cards when you can just take a big damage card? That also works well with our bag of prep. So we draw 9 cards on turn 1, and then if we pick a bunch of 0-cost stuff, for example, Predator helps us turbo draw through those, keep drawing cards on subsequent turns. No attack options here. Could take Piercing Whale. Seems a bit early for that. I guess Hook Heal is technically an attack option. Heal Hook, but I generally don't take Heal Hook. I think Heal Hook could use a buff. I don't understand why Heal Hook doesn't just do 7 damage, right? Like, I get it. You can, like, infinite combo with it if you have, like, a 5-card deck and 2 copies of Heal Hook or something, but is that really good enough? I don't think so. Oh no! The worst Ascension 20 attempt every Tuesday. Wait. Every Tuesday? But how can it be the worst if you do it every Tuesday? Wouldn't one of the Tuesdays have to be the worst? Also, hello Mint Shock, welcome back. Ah, attempt ever. I get it. I can definitely understand how the hands can autocomplete ever into every, but unfortunately those are both English words, so it's very confusing to the reader. I think we're skipping all these. Piercing Whales, definitely a consideration, but... Oh no, we got a fight. Okay, so that was very low probability. Getting a fight in 2 things, it's like 80% chance to not get a fight. But we did get a fight, so we got the 20%. So now our route is much more dangerous, unfortunately, because we are not getting the elite snipe here. We are getting a catalyst though. I mean, now we're in a little bit of the danger zone, right? Where we we potentially picked a Noxious Fumes and a catalyst as 2 of our 3-card rewards going into Gremlin Knob, and Gremlin Knob could really hurt us. I think we have to do it anyway. It's Catalyst, right? Right. 23 damage to floor 1 Jawworm. That is friggin' brutal. Those Jawworms don't mess around, but how do you take 23 damage? I guess I've had bad Jawworm fights, right? Like sometimes you line it up and you're like, oh no, I'm 1 damage off, so I have to keep blocking. And then you're like, oh god. If I keep blocking, he keeps hitting me. Okay, so the main thing that wins this fight is Noxious Fumes, so I think we're mostly just trying to preserve health. We are going to take probably 10 next turn, if next turn is Fumes double defend. I guess Fumes Survivor Strike, basically the same. But Fumes should win this fight for us pretty quick. Yeah, Orange Pellets is great, but you have to be a little bit careful because it's not easy to. It's not like something you could set up super easily in Act 1, right? So it won't help you if you're way behind. Do we throw away Catalyst here? No, I don't think so. Next time, if we draw it again, it's gonna be really good stuff. A little bit behind the curve here against Sentries, but we do have 18 blocks, so it was a really fortunate draw. You don't want to see these Sentries attacking twice, but we took a very, very low damage opener, hoping that Neow's Lament wasn't going to screw us, but Neow's Lament had different plans. Alright, so this Sentry is dead, so we just have to defends the rest of the fight. If we do 6 to him, he takes 4+5. Yeah, I mean, Orange Pellets is huge, right? Orange Pellets is ridiculous. You didn't actually say what class it was. I'm going to presume that it's Silent because you took so much damage to Jawworm. And Silent is kind of the worst against Jawworm. Yeah, Orange Pellets is sort of less abusable in Silent than some other classes. I think Orange Pellets is probably most abusable in Defect. Probably followed by Watcher and then Ironclad, and I think Silent is actually has the worst Orange Pellets combos. I mean, you can get rid of the Wraith Form downside, but like Wraith Form is so good, you don't really need to get rid of the downside, if that makes any sense. So he's taking 9 damage over the next 2 turns, so we're not going to do 23 damage, so I think we're going to hope that we can get around on this back sentry, get him before he attacks again. It probably won't happen, but if we draw Catalyst right here, it could happen. Maybe Catalyst next turn is good enough. Yeah, it looks like Catalyst next turn is good enough. And we're drawing extra, so maybe. We just got absolutely boofed by these guys. Oh wait, he is dead. Sweet. He is dead. 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 He is dead So we took a ton of damage. We took like 20 damage here. But it looks like we made it out. So I was hoping that that campsite would be the upgrade for the Catalyst, but it clearly can't be. Leg Sweep is probably too good to ignore. Pretty weird card pick. These are all uncommons. So it does have a lot of really good powers, though, so you have a lot of opportunity to find fuel for orange pellets. And just removing debuffs is really strong, particularly in the heart fight. And also, like, Time Lord stuff. Yeah, I think I'll take a Leg Sweep. We're in so much danger. This run started out really promising, and now is going to be a challenge. Slime goop. I think we need. Actually, okay. So here's maybe where we divert here, because I don't think we're taking 3 elites with 42 health and no rests left. So I think but we still want to get at least 1, and the only way to get 1 is to fight this guy. So maybe we take the money, fight this guy, and go to a shop. Well-Laid Plans versus Poison Cloud on floor 1, I think, is pretty clearly Poison Cloud. Well-Laid Plans is good, but you need damage early. I guess you said it was 250 gold for max HP. Yeah, I would definitely choose the Poison Cloud there. Oddly Smooth Stone. Okay, that certainly helps us. Alright, so this is probably the most dangerous point in the run. If we can get through this, we probably get we're in pretty good position to get a win. Going to a shop with a bunch of money. But there's a really good chance we die here. And Neow gives us the embarrassing options again next time. Alright, it's Gremlin Nub. Everyone's favorite Gremlin Nub. Alright. We did get Noxious Fumes on turn 1, and we do have Catalyst in the deck. Maybe... No, if we rotate Incense Burner around, we are definitely dying, so let's not try to do that. We're going to have to survive at least 2 turns here. So we got to survive the 8 and then the 24, and then hope we kill in the turn after that, I think. So we definitely can't play a skill here. We have to hope we draw Catalyst on basically a perfect turn here. You're gonna die. Neutralize is great. It means we can survive this turn without playing a skill if we want to. Or we could Survivor and try to take only 9. I don't think there's any world where we survive another turn, though. Because he's going to hit us for 24 again. Yeah, and we can't draw Survivor again. We could draw Leg Sweep, though. I guess Leg Sweep Catalyst next turn could be an out. Let's see, is that an actual out? So if we Survivor here, we block for 9, take 9. Oh wait, we block for 9 and take... It's so confusing. So he starts at 16, and then he is weak and we're vulnerable. So he starts at 16. If we play Survivor, he goes up to a base damage of 19, and then that gets multiplied by 1.5 and 0.75. Calculator, help me. 19 times 1.5 times 0.75. So he'd end up doing 21. So he gets all 3 damage. That's brutal. Oh wait, no, that's guaranteed. He almost got 4 damage, but he didn't. So that's actually fortunate. Okay. So he's hitting us for 12, and then we're at 11. So we have to somehow take even less damage next turn. Seems unlikely, but we do have... But Leg Sweep is really good. It only blocks for 11, though. I guess it blocks for 12. So then next turn, he would be attacking for 22 times 1.5 times 0.75. Oops. I hit the buttons wrong. So he's going to be hitting it for 24 next turn, and we'll be blocking for 12, so we would take 12 damage and die. So that's not... we don't survive that line, so we shouldn't go for that. The problem means we do survive Leg Sweep Defend. And I think that's probably our only way of winning. Leg Sweep Defend into, like, Catalyst Double Strike, maybe. Yep, we did. Damn. I guess I should have... I don't know. Maybe I should have taken the money and then just gone to an extra fire and gone to a camp. Yeah, I think I was supposed to survive our last turn, because then I survived here with leg sweep defend. I don't know why. I talked about doing that, and then I didn't do it. I was like, great, so I do the extra strike, right? That is not what I said just before that. Yeah, so if we survived last turn, we would survive here. If we survived here, he would be up to 5 poison next turn. He'd be down to 29 health. So if he goes to 5 poison and 29 health, then if we catalyst him then, he goes up to 10 poison. We'd have to do 9 damage. Yeah, so if we survived the turn before and we leg sweep defended here, and then we top decked catalyst, we would have won. Actually, that is the line I talked about, so I'm going to go back and... No, wait. We would have been 6 damage shorter because we wouldn't have done this strike, so we would have needed 15 damage, which is not possible. I don't think there was a way to win this fight. I think this was straight up Final Destination, Gremlin Nub. I think we did everything right and died. Just taking Noxious Fumes and Catalyst means you die to Gremlin Nub. Alright, well, Neow's Lament didn't work. We gave it a good shot. That was like an 80% Neow's Lament too. Like, we really lost the run right here when we found the Gremlin Nub, or when we found the Jawworm. Because then Sentries took like 20 health out of us, and we would have had Catalyst and gotten it upgraded, and then gone here and survived that fight pretty easily, but that's not what happened.